And I can actually click watch with others now. Alright, well, welcome to Finding Aiur, episode 2. Merry Christmas to all of you. Oh, shoot. Okay. Whew. Almost had feedback. Let's see. What else do I need to fix in here? Everything looks right. Anyways. We'll be getting into game shortly. As soon as I find the replay. What did we show last time? Oh yes, it was that crazy ally I had. Oh, wow. Okay. So, this is, apparently another 2v2. Oh shoot. Oh, I can still fix it here. Okay. Whew. And watch. Anyways, this is Crooked Maw. It is a 2v2 map. It has the shortest rush distance of any of the 1v1 or 2v2 maps, thus making it very rush friendly. It does have a single ramp though, yet because of the difficulty of both opponents taking a second expansion, or I mean, basically, it's hard for both players to go for any sort of two-base play. Rushes are very common here. And let's see. I guess I will introduce Team 1 in the top right corner of the map. Are Red Zerg, John Jacob. And in the same corner are blue Terran player, Mock.
Alright, and spotting in the bottom right, the teal Terran, R P. And also in the bottom right, the purple Protoss and Arctic Esports Community Zenador.
It looks like Team 2 is walling, in light of this map. Walls, are pretty useful, in slowing down any sort of rush, unless it's a Terran rush. But even if it's Terran and Zerg, you probably still want the wall, because speedlings are so annoying. Or banelings, for that matter. So generally speaking, if you're expecting a rush on a 2v2 map, wall. Actually, for that matter, until you get into, like, I want to say I mean, I haven't had issues even at a platinum 2v2 with like, I've never been punished for walling there. So yeah. The wall is complete. There is an overlord from our red Zerg in the corner. It's not really getting any information, but it is at least present. It can get information later. These speedlings, or these Zerglings, are out, and they're going to attack this SEV, which will deny any further scouting from Team 2. So Team 2 may look to scan in the next 3 minutes or so. Anyways, from our Zerg, it looks like it will be a Speedling opening coupled with a Forax. So this Terran player is either not very good, or he has no intention of taking it to the late game. He either wants to win the game on 1 or 2 bases. Essentially, 4 racks and no factory means a very poor setup to the late game. The Speedlings are out, and they will clear the watchtower, and Zenador is on 3 gateways with no additional tech, which is kind of uncommon for him at this stage of the game. Perhaps he was preparing for a defense, but wasn't really sure what was coming. So he gets the 3 gateways and plans on putting his tech down as soon as he knows what type of transition he needs. There are Marines knocking on this wall, and they are abusing the fact that there is a wall there, and the Hellions cannot get the right angle on them. These Zerglings are gonna work at the rocks from the other side. Zenador and R P are managing to hold off this blue Terran, and it will succeed in doing such, as it was essentially a 2v1, since the red Zerg was nowhere to be found in that engagement. Zenador has thrown down a Twilight and 2 additional gateways, so it will be a 5 gate. His ally is worried about the Ling count, and Zenador is probably laughing about that. Because with a couple Hellions supporting a 5 gate, Lings will do absolutely nothing. The Stalker tanks the 2 Banelings, and they will push now. And I'm afraid there's not really anything either of these 2 players, anything that Team 1 can do in this situation. Sure, there's no energy for a time warp yet, but it's not needed at all. The Stalker count is actually pretty high, since it was a 3 gate opening into the 5 gate, instead of the normal 2 gate starter. And the Marines will not do much against this either. There is a second base for both players, but there's no economy to support it. Roaches are out, and that is nice, but I'm afraid there's just too much Protoss at this point. The time warp goes down on the roaches, thus allowing Zenidor to get in position, and he will chase these roaches, and with the roaches dying, I don't think there's anything left to be done here. Yes, there's a handful of Marines, but charge lots eat Marines almost as quickly as they eat Zealots, or almost as quickly as they eat Zerglings. The Stalkers are good too, obviously, as that is the normal counter to the normal gateway counter to Marines. And with the Hellions coming in, that seals the deal. There really isn't anything else to be done here. And Zenidor is just going to focus down this lair, thus sealing off any hope of advanced tech from the Zerg, which is really the only thing he has to worry about, since the Blue Terran never threw down a factory, so there can't be medevacs. Not
Zenidor is calling for their surrender.
Yes, it would appear so. There's really nothing that they can do. Okay. There's one, and there's the other. Zenidor never expanded. Anyways.
There was his probe working on the rocks near the gold, but that was really about it.
Oh, he has 2 Zealots there, but they're not attacking it either.
Yeah, they just warped in.
Oh, okay. So I guess he was just starting to think about it. Anyways. So yeah, that was our first game of the day. And do you remember who we're casting today? Oh, I remember who we're casting today. The game I was very nervous about when it was live. This is Scarlet versus Heart. Anyways, while I'm loading the next game, what did you think of that first one?
They had a bit of a that push they did was really the best they got. After that, it kind of fell downhill from there.
Yeah, I think if they had attacked together at the wall, with the Banelings especially hitting the structures, they might have been able to set their opponent, Team 2, back a lot. Divided we fall, I guess. I'm not sure if they would have been able to win, because the Hellions, once there's surface area, the Hellions do counter Marines and Zerglings. They just don't fare as well against the Banelings. And then the 5-gate counters either composition. So essentially, it's on paper, Team 2 should win.
So here you've never heard and do the never done. Jack Daniels, Tennessee whiskey, 40% BV. Jack Daniels, Lynchburg, Tennessee. Drink responsibly.
Sending invite.